What about Steve Kerr as the head coach?
I like it. I do. I know people are going to question there's no head coaching experience there, and at times Steve can be a little vanilla, but I like that. I think if you're going to run the triangle system, and Steve Kerr was fabulous with the Bulls in running that system under Phil Jackson, you got to bring your guy in. Now, again, we're jumping the gun here because right now Mike Woodson's the coach. I don't want to put him on the chopping block, even though everyone else has.
Yeah.
But if Phil Jackson's going to come in and he's going to bring in his own organization, obviously, and his guy, and if it is Steve Kerr, I don't mind the hire. I know I've had informal talks with Steve just messing around, and I know he kind of wants to get into coaching, so maybe this is the right avenue.
Okay, but you were with Reggie.
I just look at the Knicks, and I'm not quite sure if it's going to be your first gig. I don't know if you want to get your feet wet. I don't know if you want to jump in the deep end that way.
Okay, you were with the Turner Sports people yesterday, and Steve Kerr's part of the NCAA tournament coverage. So you had your opportunity to be around him yesterday. He said he couldn't come on the show with all the talk about Phil Jackson. You don't come on the show when there's something that's attached to this. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If he's not coaching, not interested, then Steve Kerr's coming on the show. I think Steve Kerr is, if Phil goes, it seems like it's Steve Kerr's job to turn down.
Not only was I in the same building, I sat right next to little Stevie at the seminar. And I looked him right in the face and like, what is the deal? You're on the back. You're on page 6, my friend. He's like, Reg, this is the worst day to have media day for the NCAA tournament. So I'm with you. If he's not going to come on Dan Patrick when asked, where there's smoke, there's okay. Something has to be going on.
Do you think
Stevie.
he takes the job? Do you think that he eventually becomes the Knicks head? I know Mike Woodson's there. Do you think Steve Kerr is going to eventually be the head coach of the Knicks?
If Phil Jackson gets the gig?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.